All right, one of my favorites is blogging. Don't blog just to say you have a blog, and it's a lot of people just have random things on their blog, and it's almost just like, oh, I have a blog. I don't even know what that means anymore. But um, this is the key. Blogs should be very short. It should be not about your book. Again, don't sell. It should be about the topics in your book. Um, don't wait till your book is out. Start talking about the topics, the keywords that are contained in your book, or that someone, a reader who's searching for that genre, for that material, for that kind of experience or entertainment, is going to be searching for. Maybe they're going to be typing in Google, they're going to be looking around for. And so don't wait, start blogging, ASAP. And again, you're not going to write about the book and try to sell. So for instance, my book is my last one, South of Normal, is about my move to Costa Rica. So I didn't write about my book. I wrote about Costa Rica. Tons of little articles, funny quips, cultural, idiosyncrasies, guides, lists, anecdotes about Costa Rica, not about my book. So that explains how you write about the topics in your book. Um, with any blog, keep it short. A blog is one idea, period. No one wants to hear you go on and on and on like I do. Keep it very short. Snappy, humorous, interesting titles go a long way. Your title should entice someone to go, "What the heck is that about?" Or "What do they mean?" Or "That's controversial," or "That's interesting," or "That doesn't make sense. I need to find out what it is." Question format works great. Why you shouldn't, drink coffee in the morning, and people are going to click on it. They want the answer. Always include photos in your blog. Don't have all this text. Break it up with headers, subheaders. Lists work great. 30 ways to be a better racist on Twitter. And again, it was tongue in cheek defending Miss America, but the list format, people know what they're getting into. It's comfortable for them. They don't have to read a lot of text, but include a lot of photos to sort of break it up or anchor it. And whenever you link to your blog or video or whatever, those photos can show up on social media. And if there's just text versus a photo and text, people are probably like, 1,000 times more likely to click on something where they see a photo. Um, Also, always have a question or a call to action for the reader at the end of your blog or within your blog. You want it to, whenever possible, with social media, try to engage them and have a two-way conversation, not talk to them, talk with them. So elicit, what do you think? What's your experience? What are your opinions? Where would you rank these things? What would you do if you won $1 million? Blah, blah, blah. Have that call to action for them to continue the relationship. By writing these blogs, you could do one a day, you could do one a week. Don't do them just to do them, but when you have quality content, I try to do, because I'm busy as you know what, but I try to do at least one a week, sometimes two a week, something like that. But what you're going to do when you do it correctly is you're writing content, keyword rich, dynamic, helpful stuff for the search engines to pick up. And so, whether it's Twitter, whether it's, Google, of course, Yahoo, these different search engines, um, people looking for this information, it's going to get shared, it's going to get retweeted. You're going to fill up basically these online libraries, which is what engines are, with your name. That will get you higher in the search engines when people look for something. It'll establish you as an expert, drive people to your site, and again, it's feeding them into the sales cycle. They're not all going to buy a book day one, but if they go to your site, if they read something, maybe they read something else, maybe they share it, maybe they come back. It all is going to feed funnel towards marketing yourself, branding yourself, and ultimately just those meetings. It's going to help you establish connections with people who want to read your book or are interested in what you have to say. An example, as of yesterday, I checked it again. If you Googled how to move to Costa Rica, again, a question, right? An article I wrote, and my name came up first out of 70 million results. Um, Now, that's not, I didn't pay for that. That's not some huge point of success. It's just because I wrote a lot of good, helpful, interesting content about Costa Rica with my blog. And I never once in that article said buy my book, but of course they're seeing it. They see my Twitter, they see my website, they'll see that the book is there, and so it might be a natural progression. And still, because of those articles or the blogs I've written, I get emails daily with people asking for advice. So it's a great way to start those new relationships.